5 truths our society don't want you to know. Behind every winner stand a row of losers. There is a saying in our society, as long as you work hard, you will be able to open a door to success. This is only a half-truth, and if you do not understand the whole truth, reality always slaps you in the face and reminds you that those who work hard may not necessarily succeed. In fact, legends such as Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk that you can see now are the people who survive the natural law of selection. What you do not see are the countless others that have followed the same path, but have fallen with no chance to stand in front of the public to share their losing experiences. Only the successful ones have the privilege to package their success stories for publicity to later generations. This is why you can only remember successful stories but are completely ignorant of the countless losers that stood behind them. The inspiring deeds of successful legends and their stories are like shouting to everyone that their success can be replicated, can be copied, and if you work hard enough, it can be pasted into your life story too. So you read all their books, watched all their speeches, studied their whole life. The funny thing is you did all you could to copy, you just didn't know how to paste it into your life. We often hear people say life isn't about money. Yet we often neglect there is another side to the truth. Without money, you will find that life isn't worth living. When you have no money, you may be able to survive, but the more you lived, the less human you become. Indeed, money isn't everything. But everything needs money. Life is far more than just the hustle and bustle. There are bills to pay, commitments to honor and duties to fulfill. Our story isn't just about ourselves but the people around us. We have insurance agents to service, favorite hairdressers to patronize, and our local grocers to support. Without money to go around, many of the people in our society cannot survive, including you and me. Have you noticed that everything that seems to be linked to money is going up except your income? Because this society is like a spinning wheel and you are the rat running in it, it is designed to keep you running for as long as possible. Once people have a little more savings, prices everywhere will rise. After buying your first home, you will become a slave and you can only work hard to repay the mortgage. In the face of your boss's unreasonable demands, there is no courage to leave. Your income will never rise fast enough to keep pace with inflation and currency devaluation. Because this society needs poor people to keep the wheel running, without whom the society cannot function. If everyone achieved financial freedom, who would risk themselves cleaning the exterior windows of high-rise buildings? If everyone had no worries about life, who would endure the foul smell of garbage and clean up the street every morning? There is a saying I hear, the children from poor families are the early masters. But this kind of master is nothing more than the basic survival skills of washing, cooking and doing labor work in extreme environments. In our real world, the poor cannot help their children in terms of connections and cognition. Children from poor families can only rely on their own initiative to learn, experience, and excel. Without the capital for trial and error, once they have taken a wrong step, they will fall to the bottom of the valley, and end up stuck with a sea of born losers. You won't understand this important reality about life until you have hit your head and fallen into the abyss of the valley. At that time, people who have to shoulder the burdens of family commitments would become slaves to society. Therefore, they can only place hope on the next generation, educate their children about their not-so-successful experiences, and pass on the slavery from generation to generation. If wealth is based on hard work, then the rich should be the worker who works 3 shifts every day on the assembly line. If wealth is based on hard work, then top students should go to those who have to walk dozens of miles to go to school every day. There are too many people who have worked hard all their lives just to be ordinary. They will never stand a chance to become extraordinary. Statistically, there are 95% of our lives we cannot decide, such as our family, birth and appearance, we can't even decide if our partner will love us forever. But still, we hope to use the 5% that we can influence to overturn the 95% that is destined. Everyone can be a winner, but we must first be a sporting loser. No one can win without losing, and if you can't afford to lose, you can't afford to win. Life isn't about money, but without money, there can be no life. Whatever you want to do, you must first have the means to support yourself financially. Society is a running wheel. The only way out is to build up your passive income. The day you can support yourself financially without working, will be the day you are freed from the running wheel. If you are poor, your children will be poor too. The only hope you can give them is to provide them with the best education you can afford and let them have a chance to change their destiny. Simply working hard won't change your life, but thinking smart will. Cultivate your thoughts by consistent reading and writing. It is through such a process that you can improve your thoughts. Only when you can think at the strategic level can you leverage the 5% of life that you can influence to change the remaining 95% of your predestined life.